Now, this is not a critique, kind of, not really, but we're going to discuss the 5 best fight scenes in the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one at least. And sit back, enjoy, relax. I'm going to go straight to the point with some comments in the end. And let me know if you enjoy. And ready, set, go.
Hi, Johnny Cage fan service, of course. The iconic monster fighter Goro, champion of Outworld, who has been beating every fighter in the Mortal Kombat tournament, is bested by Johnny Cage's iconic punch to the nuts. The build-up to this fight was intense, as it would seem that this fight was going to be a struggle. It ended up being a short, unexpected, funny fight scene. Number 4. Sonya versus Kano. Thought I would give a little girl power in this one. What makes this fight special is the rivalry and history these two characters share. Kano murders Sonya's partner, and Sonya wants revenge, of course. This was a short and entertaining fight scenes. It also displayed a cool neck-cracking fatality, which then been kind of overused in later movies, especially in Annihilation. So, yeah, Sonya neck-breaking abilities became her signature move. Number 3, Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. Scorpion fan service in this case. Okay, the Scorpion in this movie isn't as accurate as the one in the video games, but this scene was still cool. The scene starts in the forest with Scorpion "get over here" catchphrase, then suddenly the arena changes to a hellish graveyard. This scene keeps the audience guessing and the music adds the intensity. And a funny note, at the end of the fight, we are hinted that Scorpion is actually a Johnny Cage fan. Number 2, Lui Kang versus Shang. This fight was hyped since the beginning of the movie. Lui Kang finally gets a chance to avenge his brother's death. There are 3 stages to this fight. The first is to settle one-on-one fight. The second is the collective fighter Lui Kang needed to defeat, and then the third is another one-to-one fight on the second floor of the scene. If the choreography was better and the dominant fighter cliche wasn't so obvious, this would have been my number 1. But the scenes in this one was pretty epic. It was satisfying, but not the greatest in this movie. I thought the fighting scenes were a little slower paced, not as creative. Actually, some scenes were kind of boring, I thought so. But overall, it was a satisfying ending to the movie. Number 1, Liu Kang versus Reptile. This was probably the best fight scene. Actually, since it's number 1, it is the best fight scene in the movie. Reason why I say that, the choreography was probably the most convincing fight I seen in the entire movie. The choreography, was in point. It felt real, and you felt like you're pretty much part of it. And the soundtrack did not hurt at all. It actually escalated the feeling of the fight. So it was one of the most exciting thing. I remember when I first saw this, I rewind. It's one of those scenes I just rewind it because I just want to see it again. It was really cool, very fun to watch. It developed a reptile monster creature, and although it's probably not the most accurate to comparison to the video game, but I thought it was a great valiant effort to promote the reptile and versus Liu Kang. And then just a note, Liu Kang, you know what? We kind of forget that he was actually the main character in the franchise. So it's really cool that if you look back at it, they're actually trying to promote the character more. In recent games, it's not the same. But this was a really cool. All the fighting choreography, it seems like they put a lot of effort into it. The editing was really good. They make it felt more real. The fight scenes, you can see there's a lot of realistic moves into it. And of course, there are exaggerated moments too, but it felt real. I think that's the most important thing about it. It felt real. I felt like it was a good fight scene. It makes you pump. It was enthusiastic. And it was just fun to watch. It was really good. It was a good scene. The best scenes in the movie, I would say. All right. So that's my top 5 scenes in Mortal Kombat, fight scenes at least. So do you agree with me? Do you don't? Do you hate it or whatever? So let me know in the comments below. If you want me to review another movie, let me know. All right, thank you and peace.